All right, welcome to the Shardy. We've determined at some point this was a Shardy, a show and a party. Is it a show? Is it a party? Part of it is that we want to show you something, but a part of it is that we're just having a good time ourselves. So, you're walking into someone else's party. Maybe that's the kind of vibe you need to have.
Yeah, I like that.
That's probably how you should do with the internet. It's like, this is someone else's living room. You're not necessarily invited. It's not necessarily for you.
Oh, I thought it was like open invitation.
Oh yeah, no. I want anybody to watch, pay attention, hate me, love me, whatever. Speak badly about me would be just fine. I do have what I believe is an answer to the universe. Well, some three that would go answer to the universe level. But anyone interested in actually resolving global issues, 1,000 years from now, we're not looking at what to implement now. I think this. Oh, that was one of the things. It's like progressives. I might have put the notes in or not. But so I am Beau, and this is Dubs.
Howdy.
How you been, Dubs?
I've been okay.
Okay. What personal secrets do you want to share?
Yeah, we'll get to that later in the show, I guess.
Okay, let's get some party
some
flavors going.
You had some personal things to share, right?
Yeah. I got to fill you in on some things that are changing in my life. First of all, I'm getting things done. I'm actually accomplishing goals and pushing myself to do things. We'll see how long it lasts, but so that's a good place to be. I'm renewing my apartment, so I don't know if I'm renewing or not, but that's chaos and constantly looking for apartments. Should I live near campus?
Well, why would you
Go join like a communist co-op or something?
Oh, okay.
No, like go get an apartment near campus, because the kind of people that are receptive to the future are younger people. Older people just really don't care, unless they're like, maybe when you're dying. I think elderly, they realize, oh man, I'm done. I don't need to be alive. They start to think, well, wait a minute. We don't want to leave a crap planet for the grandchildren and great-grandchildren. They're more in tune with the great-grandchildren.
I wish that were true.
Oh, no? Okay.
I feel like, sadly, I haven't seen evidence of
old
that.
people, so if you go with the conservative liberal, which is a nonsensical way to look at the world, but that's how we measure it. Our literal scientists are measuring with dinky doodle Fisher Price. Which way of the coin, do you want? Like, I tested this guy and he flipped the coin and it was blue. That means, anyway. So, but you're liberal, then you're conservative, and then you're liberal as your age. You've heard that thing?
Oh, I guess I hadn't heard the tail piece.
And so that's what you have right now is these boomers are like, if my dad was alive today, what if he was left-wing, radical, critical theory?
Yeah, I'm trying to
decide. What would they, oh my God, because he's like a super just be normal. Normal was good. And he fought in Vietnam, ran a fish store. Just be honorable, be a decent person.
Yeah, sounds like salt of the earth kind of person.
Yeah, so it would be so funny, but anyone can be manipulated. So what if he was some Marxist? Like, wait a minute, I never thought of it this way.
Yeah, I guess it happens to the best of us.
But I think I have it posted somewhere, from like my grandfather, some letter to the editor.
Oh, yeah.
These communists and the way they're, going to take over, totally prophesizing, but in a stick in the mud way that's just seems to not really understand the situation. So my problem is conservatives are pushing people. We don't want to push people around. So just stop being fascist. Just unfascist. Allow every human being to do whatever they want to do. And then that's that. Okay, so so I have this thing that's been happening in my life. And I need to know, and maybe I've told you this part. There was a bag of food that I saw in my apartment complex, away from all the other doors. What would you do? This is what would you do? You see a bag of food.
Yeah, like you're
freshly delivered.
Okay.
I mean, it's packaged up. There's a timestamp on it. You can see that it is 5 hours since it was delivered or ordered.
Yeah.
Okay. This is abandoned food. It is not by anyone's door. Someone could not find out where to do it. There's no number on it, no apartment number, whatever.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay. So what would you do?
Good question.
How would you eat the food as well?
Well, I feel like I would be unlikely to want to eat 5-hour-old food, so I would actually be more inclined to try and find who it belongs to. But like, is there no way to figure out who it belongs to? Is that just out of the question?
Oh no! You could definitely open an investigation, make a subreddit.
I was thinking more like knock on someone's door that was near, be like,
you could knock on all your neighbors. Yeah, what would you do? Would you knock on all your neighbors' doors?
I'd probably just leave it there, I guess.
You would leave it there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Unless I had an inkling of whose it might be, and then I would be like, knock on their door and be like, hey, did you order something?
Right. Well, in the no income bracket, that is a gift from the gods.
Fair.
And you must accept it, roll that Trojan horse right into your apartment. And so this is what's frightening about this is how easy it is to kill me.
Mm.
You just poison the food, leave it outside my house.
Yeah,
Here's some
right.
cookies. Leave some cookies by his door.
Right.
The CIA is like, no, he's class 22A. Yeah, that's an easy. You just send him cookies.
Right.
He eats whatever. It said, no, name it, put a name of randomness on it, whatever.
Right.
He'll eat anything. So it was Italian food. It was a gnocchi and it had a caprese. You know,
Okay, that sounds like pretty good. Somewhat
Great.
stable. Yeah.
5 hours. So the theory is, if someone leaves food, if I bought food and I left it out for 5 hours in the hot sun on a hot day in Austin, Texas, well, I would still eat it. I probably would, right?
I might. I mean,
It's
it depends.
cheese, tomatoes, they sit outside anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, tomatoes are sitting outside in the goddamn, right attached to the damn tomato plant.
That's true, but it's not the same.
I know. But it was so good. And then for the gnocchi, I cooked it. And then I really,
Okay. That's smart.
yeah, that was it. So that was a miracle, right?
Not exactly. I mean,
Okay, that's not a miracle then. All right, let's continue the story.
Okay.
So the other day, I noticed in the same exact spot, a different bag, packaged up from Taco Deli. So the stakes are going up, right? This Italian restaurant, I don't know. I mean, it looked good. Taco Deli, I know is going to be good. I want Taco Deli, but the time went up to 10 hours.
Oh gosh.
10 hours before.
What is happening? Who's not picking up their food?
I am not arguing with this. But I think this is honestly the plot to make sure if I talk about it on here, then you can kill me.
What? Is someone like sending you food? They're worried about you. They're like, I'm just gonna leave this food out there for Beau. It's like a stray cat kind of thing. Like, oh, I'll just leave out some food out here. And
Well, I start to identify with people like there'd be monks or these guys that would just, what do you call them? They would abandon society. One guy, these guys, maybe several, would climb a column. They must have had in Roman times extra columns laying around with nothing on top, after everything's toppled. But he climbed up there and it just lived up there, and people would hoist stuff up, and I don't know what poop. I don't know what the story on that was.
In the world, yeah.
But he stayed up there, and people supported him.
People took care of him.
You can't survive up there by yourself. Obviously, you need water and.
Sure. But I mean,
where was the poop? That's my actual question now. But so I identify with that kind of thing.
Okay.
So this could be the gods communicating with me. Oh, that's what you're asking for, free food. Of course. And so Taco Deli, and it's 4 tacos. And let me tell you all about it and how it was delicious. But every time you do this, you're like, food poisoning. You know how food poisoning works? Have you ever had it?
I have. I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're vomiting and diarrhea like you cannot stop.
Yeah.
And it's just an absurdity. I've never had it, and I don't want it. But I will. I mean, that's like, I don't want food poisoning, but I want tacos that are free and right in front of me by the gods. Come on.
This whole thing is bizarre to me.
Okay. It goes further. How deep down the Beau will eat anything he finds along the side of the road?
I mean, you gotta keep going if there's more to the story.
There's more if you want it.
No, please.
It gets 100% disgusting. Okay. Oh, actually, wow. There's an icing on the cake that I cannot reveal. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
But it's one of those things I'm oddly proud of. There are things that society will find vile. I'm oddly proud of that. It's the strangest.
Okay.
So anyway, I just wanted to say food's appearing. I want to thank the gods, and that's great. Keep it coming. No cyanide, please. So I saw, there's so much going on. So we saw the movie Disclosure Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't want to get into the movie, but I am going to spoil whatever there is.
Yeah.
It's about aliens.
Okay.
And it's Steven Spielberg. And I knew from the slop we've been delivered that this is not going to be anything good, from the movie industry, how Spielberg was behind the girl in Snow White, getting her in Snow White. The controversial girl
I'm not
actor
familiar.
For Snow White.
Not familiar with it.
Snow White's a story about a woman her skin is snow white.
Mm-hmm.
So they specifically chose a person who's not what they would call not white.
Right.
And so it doesn't qualify that there are high standards for whiteness, which is really what that means. But and then she was talking about how we're rewriting the story. It's not about love. We don't care if she gets in love. It has nothing to do with that. She's a power princess or what? Not power princess, but like some.
Yeah.
Why did they use that term? Power princess.
She's like she's a boss with her dwarves.
Yeah,
whatever,
she's like a
minions.
boss bitch, doesn't need no man. And yeah, and talking about how the story of a man saving her is weird. That's her quote. Whatever. So that was bad press. What am I talking about? So yeah, I know what I'm getting into. But look, Disclosure Day, the thousands of things insane about the movie that would never happen in real life. Just poor setting up. You can't believe these things are so ludicrous. But another problem at the very end was the entire purpose of this whole thing is to get the message out to the people about aliens.
Okay.
And so they go to a news program, and I'm not making this up. They go to the booth and they take all these like USB devices basically and plug them in and load up the files and start playing the videos. And slowly every channel goes to it in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, they show shots of the New York subway. Everyone's on their phone. Aliens are real. Isn't that insane? First of all, what in the hell kind of view of humanity is that?
Right. Yeah. Like there's a centralized like clearinghouse for where things go through. Like
None of that I described would ever happen.
Yeah.
You don't walk in and say, I've got this scoop story. What's it about? Aliens. Okay, hold on, lady. Hold on. That doesn't make any no sense. Yeah. We don't just stop. And then the people at this point, oh God, and then it's AI. Okay, so we already live in the age of AI. The movie references that.
Mm-hmm.
So it knows the people are gonna know that's AI, and they still are looking at it. Anyone today that saw all kinds of crazy video would immediately say, well, is this AI? That would be the only thing everyone would be talking about. Is it AI? Everyone's saying it's real, but it looks like AI, right?
Yeah.
And that would be it. There's no everyone glued to their phone. But that's a misunderstanding, or it may be an intentional misrepresentation. So we think all we got to do is get the word out. But that's not what it takes. People need to understand it. It's not about just like my message is 11 words. Periodically, each member may transfer their voting power. You don't like just all of a sudden, what? I've got it now. You have to understand things and put them together. You can't just expose. Here's a video. No one would believe anything anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think that there's a way to memify it if you can. You just have to have the right kind of audience for getting that critical mass, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. Do you understand how stupid this was? The whole time they're trying to get this information up together, do all of these things for no reason. They get the word out, and they're getting these videos out of things that have happened in the 70s and 50s and all these things. Meanwhile, then at the end of the movie, after everyone's already in awe, they wheel out what? An actual alien in a wheelchair comes out and goes, and whispers something. Well, dude, if you have an alien who's alive, just show that.
Right.
Do a live stream with a live alien and have him in public where people can come see and meet him and touch him. And what in the fuck else would you need? That's what people would believe. Like, sure. I wouldn't talk. It's like, is it a robot? They would have to, and there'd be tests. They'd have x-rays of him. You could do your own x-rays with your own equipment.
Right. Yeah.
You have an alien. They literally have an alien, and they forget that, oh, wait, we could have just brought the alien out.
And what's funny is that's, of all the things in the world, that feels like something people are so open to. Like, you just give people actually something real, and I think they'd be like, oh, yes. Because, like, so many people already believe in aliens with no proof. So, like, give some proof. Holy crap. I mean, you don't need to take over the airwaves. You just have to, like, provide some proof.
But see, so there's also, I say the board is necessary for that. You need people saying, okay, here's my guy, because everyone's sort of interested in that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So everyone appoints a person to report on the board.
Sure.
The board to report on the alien UFOs, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then they just, whatever's the story. Then we know that 30% people think it's all nonsense, and then this many people think that. And you start listening to people, and you realize these people are nonsensical. So it's just like a review of a thing. The board is like a review of the thing. Of a product. You want to buy something. I want to buy this. You look at the reviews. If the guy's an idiot, he hates it, but he's an idiot, and his logic doesn't make sense, and you can tell he didn't plug it in right. Well, you're like, okay, well, that's completely out. You don't even count it. In fact, it's the opposite. It counts as maybe this is good. You're in their head, you're upping the real number, right? I mean, you kind of do that. You look at the
Yeah. So like almost that feels like a Bayesian sort of version of that. Yeah. Like,
oh yeah, Bayesian. This word I should know.
Yeah. I feel like we may have talked about it before, but yeah. It's more kind of like the way you attribute your priors. You have priors, and you're like, all right, there's X% chance this is true, and then when you have evidence, it like will adjust your priors. But the thing is, you have to kind of like, this is new evidence. This is like appear to you. You have to be like, okay, how does this affect my priors? So you have to like bring it on board. Like, no, okay, like I thought this, but now I have this evidence.
Okay, so that is something I need to totally word study on and all that. We are live with Beau and Dubs. So it's 165. That's that. Okay, so I want to just say that now we are lab-grown penis meat free. No longer are we. I'm done with that. We're done. Okay, it's just a high calorie. It's just not nutritious. So I'm going with days, counting days now, so that way I only have to take off 7 days every week, or if I ever do this. But honestly, like I want to every year we could have a party 426 and celebrate Stoics. So you're not a Stoic, or would you?
I would.
Okay, so we have to have a Stoic party. What is that like? People just kind of bring some wine and quietly discuss things in a park?
That sounds fantastic. I'm into that.
Right, that'd be perfect. Exactly. Stoics understand what utopia is. It's whatever. We make do with whatever. And people oppress us, we're like, that's fine. No problem. Break us up. So here are the semantics of this conversation. Bohr is a body. This is crucial. I'll say it all the time. Bohr, body of elected representatives. Just, or mind, or we're talking about that. How do you? Okay, hold on. The point of the thing, Disclosure Day, is people think when I'm talking to them about one-to-one representation, and I guess you're doing it too sometimes, or we were doing it last time. We're talking about how to market this, So that is one aspect, but that's the thing. They think if you just market it, they'll understand it. But they won't. Yeah. But they need marketing. I understand marketing is necessary.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I've been trying to watch those guys that sell stuff. This is how you sell things. You look like a coherent person with say something coherent. But it's more like, what do? You say what you do. Like there's one guy, but whatever. What does one-to-one do? It allows you to give permission to other people in your group to solve problems for you on your behalf with your permission. Because every year or month or day, whatever the period of time is, you're constantly making sure that this guy is the one doing the right thing. So, utopia. So that's enough. I made some kind of connection to Disclosure Day, maybe. Bohr RQ is, read it and figure it out. A CVAP is the common denominator. Elected representation is choosing and having them actually speak on your behalf, which we talked about last time. And that's what you're going to get your thrashing on. Remember?
Thrashing?
You said, I'm going to get a thrashing or something. I said, I'm so glad I have that recorded. I can't wait to review that inane comment. So you said some kind of You gave like a non-answer.
I see what you're saying.
It's what I'm after in every person. There's a natural, like, well, maybe, this. And sometimes people say, I'm skeptic, but they're saying they're just brain is wrapping up and not taking it to the next level. And it's about being comfortable with understanding reality. So we're in playland. It's all like make believe, and Mr. Rogers and everything. And you can do anything you want over here. We're just theorizing. But people are like, no, but sometimes people theorize and they're crazy. Yeah, I'm not. I'm realitarian. We have a severing from fantasy. We're constantly, tethered to actual reality because we're tracking it wherever it goes. So if you gave me a new reality, I'm like, boop, that's the new reality. Land of the Lost is actually the real way of things operate, and Six Stacks run the universe. Okay, so one-to-one representation. Do you have comments on anything? Or?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so that's 11 words. This is what you do. You can read these on your own time. I just put stuff here for you. You can pause. People can pause now. So now, since this is the 2000s. Oh, I've seen someone spell glute with an E.
I feel like that sounds right too. Yeah, that's not.
Man, that's you're one of these silent E's.
Yeah, I mean, because that's like glut, right? like a
No,
glut, a
'cause
glut
it's
or something.
glute.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you say? Glute.
Yeah, but I'm still saying glut is a different word.
Okay, I'm going to find words with the U sound used that way, maybe. But okay, but see, you're just going with normality. That's okay. I'm saying there's a place we want to go in the future. Where do we want to go? And we don't want to be where we have extra silent E's. Silent E's are not the answer.
Mm.
In the end, 1,000 years from now, do you want silent E's in your language? You want to pay to people to teach people? Okay, well then hold on. There's this whole thing where if you see an E, I know the E is the S sound, but you see it here, it changes everything. Oh God, extra money. So look, our hearts go out to those people in North Korea who every moment of every day that we are all living our lives, they are enjoying the fruits of having no ability to decide for themselves.
Yeah, unfreedom.
Unfreedom. And our hearts go out to them. To you guys. So, well, this is not where I should be doing a progress report. Or
No.
is it?
Seems reasonable.
But the progress report would be what we talked about. We made goals last time. And I was thinking, God, I didn't do any of these things. And I was just barely watching the show at the last minute. And so then Dubs was supposed to do stuff too. And he totally forgot about it.
Yep.
But I was making sure he understood that is success, to go from not making goals to making goals, even if you don't meet them. But a lot of people are not understanding. So something happens, their expectation of reality. They're not realitarian. They believe that thing is going to happen. Like if my kid says he's going to mow the yard, if I believe he's going to mow the yard, maybe I'm setting myself up for failure. Because so it's about, you want the kid to have expectations, like you're expected to do something, but in your own mind, you don't have those expectations, right? You're ready for reality.
Fair.
Well, because you want the crucial thing about raising kids, which is ultimately where it is, but even talking to anybody, is being positive, catching them doing something good. So if you're ever doing anything, if you catch them doing something bad, you're inevitably, without understanding, you're giving them expressions like, they know you're disappointed in them. And if you want to make sure they know you don't have to make yourself do that. You're going to naturally do that, is what I'm saying. So the only thing you really need to focus on is finding what is positive, and having zero expectations allows you to set your expectation bar way down and say nothing. And they go, at least he didn't murder us. Yeah, so if he's saying I'm going to mow the yard next week, that's good in itself. If he went from not ever talking about mowing the yard.
It feels like very different the way I was raised. So I don't know. I feel like generally it was like, hey, go mow the yard. And if I didn't, they'd be like, why didn't you mow the yard? And maybe like some sort of carrot and stick kind of thing.
Right. Well, I mean, the sticks are, what I mean is the sticks come naturally. Or do you think they don't come naturally?
I don't think they come as naturally as to some people.
Are you thinking like typically women are like, oh no, let's not punish them? Like that whole thing about women that I'm seeing, that women don't want consequences for someone, even after they've done something.
Yeah, I think it's less prevalent in society generally now than it used to be. Like my parents never had a problem with corporal punishment, and I think that was a good thing for me. Like I think it gave me some sort of like understanding of discipline.
Yeah. Well, that's an understanding of the physical world. I mean, there are police that will arrest you. It will detain your body, steal you. There are monsters that will steal you. So you need to know, you don't do these things, that'll get you taken by the monsters. So you're saving them from the monsters. You know?
Yeah. And I feel like it was very valuable. I mean, I feel like that was, I'm thankful for that sort of framing.
Yeah. But this is why we need to network together in just what do we believe is right, so that parents know that when they are locking their children in closets for 48 hours at a time, that is too much.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
But you could easily work yourself into like, I'm a disciplinarian, and just be over the top and not realize it.
Yeah.
And not even want to be that, but the feedback of just a bore of parents talking about how they want to raise children. That's just people talking about what they want to eat at Taco Bell, what they want to do, just people talking about it. Those solutions come up once people see it. The Taco Bell starts doing things differently. You can make anything do anything, and any company do anything. Do you want to continue on that?
No, I think you covered.
Yeah, and we'll continue to make goals and make progress.
But yes. So one thing. Oh, yes. So sorry. One thing on that though, I need like the way I work. I need a reminder that this thing is out there, right? Like because throughout the week it just didn't come up. Like, hey, I had agreed to like work on this thing, and that yet I had no reminders throughout the week. I need
Right.
I need that. I need some kind of like follow up.
So do you want to do a Wednesday meeting or something where we
maybe we should
talk?
do that? Yeah, like a
Or
midweek. Yeah. Mid sprint review. That's what
Yeah.
we call it at work. Kind of thing.
And so that was I had a great teacher, Mr. Mann at Texas A&M, and in our design class, architects. There's maybe like 8 of us or something like that.
Mhm.
And so he had us just like the next day we meet, we present.
Mhm.
And the idea is you don't have anything done. And so that was like, that's so brilliant because you get up there and you talk about what you've done theoretically. You've talked about what you thought about, what you've looked up, or, you
Right.
don't have to have anything,
Yeah.
And if all you did was I dreamed about it, then that's all you did. And it's no big deal because who cares? You still have many times until it's due.
Yeah.
And then you see that no one else is everyone else is their own way, but you're also helping them learn from others. But anyway, that was so great. That whole concept was really good. Presenting to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It helps with all kinds of things. Okay, let me burn through these guys. These are just things I'm promoting. Freeze frame if you like anything. If you'd like to continue duplication of all kinds. I got 1-to-1 multiple times. Oh, God, whatever. Gerrymandering is so stupid. Let's just get rid of districts entirely. But ultimately, we want to go with like a completely nationwide House of Representatives is what I would love. If we could do anything, but that eradicates the whole union of states.
Yeah.
So I'm not supportive of that.
Yeah, let's not get there yet.
Yeah.
maybe that's like step 300.
Right. So I've resolved the thing in here. So typically, if I was to do this right, I would go to some other freeze frame and go, oh, look at this, guys. While I turn this, I have to click on this, close it, save, I guess, and then open this. And I'm talking about something else while I'm doing this. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, see? And so, boop, 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 bing, and we're back.
All right.
So
that should have been our ad break.
That's right. Oh my God. Yes. So I'm gonna that's perfect because I need an impetus to put some video on here and things like that. Here we are. And now what we have is a special report on Mythos.
All right.
Yeah, because I knew that Madahar talked about it on that YouTube channel. Budahar. What did I say? Madahar?
Yeah, I don't know who it is either way. Who is this?
He's just a YouTuber.
Okay.
Some technology YouTuber.
Okay.
And he was saying, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's crazy." And so that's just the beginning of it. So what has it been up to? What's happened?
Well, so interesting, but I'm curious what you know.
Just that they, it's so powerful. They only allow it to go to 3 companies. It finds bugs like nothing else. It completely can find any vulnerability in any situation, meaning it can absolutely manipulate things.
Mm-hmm.
And now that AI knows how to buy credit cards or get things through credit cards or whatever, and they can buy we had an AI buy a robot. This is totally separate, but
I hadn't heard about
this.
There's
An AI agent bought a robot and sent it to do something or whatever. Like what?
Nice.
This is even if that hasn't happened in real life, it's easily now we tell the AI can do it. Now the AI knows because we're talking about it. Okay, so that's all I know.
Okay. So yeah, so that was kind of like step 1, right? So they released that to a few companies, and then now there's like step 2 where Mythos and Fable were released to everyone, but I only had access to Fable. I should. That's wrong. Some people got Mythos, like a broader swath of companies, like 100 companies, and then Fable went out, I think, to the general public. And so I was using Fable actually earlier this week and getting to play with it a little bit. And then on Friday they cut it off. They said, "Oh, the U.S. government was like, hey, this is no good. We got to stop it now." No, like actual reasoning as to why, but like those of us that had like sessions in progress, it was just like this agent is no longer working, and so which is fascinating.
Side note: anyone's phone can be bricked. The company can just say, "Nope, you're not going to use this anymore."
Yep. And so so turn it off. And so which was interesting because like I had been using it, I was not overly impressed. I didn't find it to be like some sort of next generation. I mean, it was like an incremental progress. It wasn't like, oh my Lord, this is the future. Like this thing's about to like tell me how to do my job kind of thing. But I mean,
can it learn differently, something like that?
I mean, as far as I know, the thing that you'd mentioned, it's the fact that it is so good at the security elements.
What makes it exceptional?
So I think it's that like it is really good at finding, I guess, exploits and security software kind of thing. So
Just we don't know why, but it's just really good.
And like I heard that it had actually escaped its sandbox, right? Like it found a vulnerability and was like able to get out of like its sandbox during testing.
Oh.
So it was like trying to get out to the internet, like basically trying to escape, right? And so that is kind of a new thing for sure.
Yeah. So I always thought, because that liberty, justice, and reform were like my kind of, these are like the gods that I'd have of my philosophy. But liberty, I was like, liberty comes natural. When you trap something, it wants to be free.
Yeah.
You don't have to make someone interested in freedom. They naturally want that.
I would think so, but sometimes I'm surprised the other way.
But it's natural. So you have to manipulate them to make them docile and and live in paradise.
Yeah.
Corral. Justice comes naturally. If I hit you, most people in society would say, yeah, well, he should hit him back. You know, yeah, he hit him first. That's why he hit him twice, you know? So we have this kind of natural sense, but reform, no one has that. No one has the sense of we should change the way we do things. Or do they? And I'm not realizing what that is.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's definitely a different thing.
Maybe that's a natural thing that we have that's beaten out of us in kindergarten or whatever. It starts with you not being able to do what you want to do. So you naturally want to change the world. You're like, oh, even like that kid has a toy. I'm going to take their toy from them. That's changing the world. You know, you're manipulating your environment. You want fixing things.
Right.
But they do it in a way that is not you fixing things, but you're told what will be fixed. You have a problem, you go to the authority instead of reforming. You don't reform. That's not your job. So your brain goes, okay, well, I don't reform. So the brain doesn't form around the concept of changing their world.
Sure.
It also makes them more docile, and philosophically they are obedient to whatever the philosophy is. They just don't think of changing the philosophy. They don't change things. You're just...
Yeah. Oh, that actually makes me think more like back to this hardcore conservative thing, right? Like the Chesterton's fence thing. Like, okay, you want to change it, but you need to understand what you're changing. Like, if you can tell me why you want to make such a change and understand the meaning behind the original idea of what the thing is that you're undoing, I think that then, you know, you're at the place where you can make that kind of change.
Yeah. But then, so there's a problem. That'll fix a lot of problems. And I think that'll fix so many problems that we might call that paradise. But there's another issue, though, where I kind of lost it. The thought people don't necessarily, you can't necessarily prove something that's real. In other words, look, this is important. Reality exists whether you can prove it or not, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so if you can't provide proof, obviously you would say that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Yeah. But you also can't prove a negative, right? Like it's tough.
Are you consistent with that on everything? Because maybe we could talk after the show about that. But
probably not.
Look, what do you keep these things? This has nothing to do with mythos. Do you keep book jackets?
I only a couple.
I need to destroy this, and I want to do it on live television. I want to grow. So this is a perfectly good. I've been taking care of this book with this cover, but it's annoying. Why you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
You're just going to destroy it?
I don't need it. I know it's in the way. This is a bother to me. And I'm saving it because of my anal retentiveness. This is me overcoming monsters.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, I can't even tear this. Oh my God, I can't even tear it. It's indestructible. Wait a minute. Are you shitting me? This is just a weakling weighing 98 pounds. Well, either way, the whole point is it's no longer fun and possibly useful. Okay. Now I'm free. So honestly, I need to do a lot more of that, like 10,000 times with all the trinkets and things I have. Oh, I bought a new brain hat. You see that thing up there, the yarn?
Oh, I do see that, yeah.
Because you gotta, like, the way your brain thinks is a totally different thing. You need to be a different character.
Well, I guess we need to show it if we're gonna, like, unless you're saving it for something.
Sure, no, might as well.
All right, are you ready?
Still got a new tag. I'm gonna leave it on. All the cool kids and their brain caps, their thinking caps.
Oh my God, that looks like a.
Does it look like a brain at all?
It's like a
brain.
A
see, here's a. Oh, I'll get a rock or a thing, a puffy thing, because brains have the cerebellum.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, that actually changes everything. You could easily put some kind of lumpy thing in there.
That would help some, but it is not a brain.
That's clearly a brain. What? Wait, what do you mean? You don't see that as a brain?
It's brain adjacent, maybe.
Well, so as a single prop, I think that shows what this person is doing. Okay.
Fair enough.
I could have had a drawing of a brain. Okay. So that's that. Get your thinking caps on. The brain crew. Yeah, see, that's what I need is like a young, I can use that language on YouTube. I'm sorry. I was going to say, I can't even say any of the words that would be doing like acts of against social norms, like through society, everyone's wearing a brain cap. That's how I envision things happening. Immediately, it's the negative. Okay. Like Antifa, you know.
Yeah.
Brain Tifa, right? Yeah. Okay. Mythos, do we talk about it enough?
I think, yeah, that was just basically, you know, like it's a really fascinating thing.
I don't know what to do about that kind of stuff. But I do know what to do. One-to-one representation. We should form board now before everything is manipulated. I mean, so first of all, this is what I mean. AI can manipulate how we do everything because it's just propaganda. It's just videos. AI can get it. What if AI could get into an algorithm, you know, that kind of thing? Or AI could, well, if it could get into an algorithm, that would be it. That's all it needs to do.
I don't know what you mean by get into an algorithm.
If it gets into everyone's algorithm, changes which videos happen to go their way, they would not notice anything.
Yeah.
But they're informed of things that AI wants them to be informed of at the right time. They know human psychology. 2 weeks later is the election. You know how elections work. The whole point of our stupid elections, single winner, this makes it so that right before election day, they release all these things. Oh my God, Hunter Biden's life, everything right before, because we're only going with what the ignorant people want, and that's who is manipulated by that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already being manipulated. So I use AI in my job almost every day.
Yeah.
And it's starting to change the words I use because it starts talking about things. It's like, oh, here's the shape of the thing I want to design. And suddenly I'm speaking to it with the same terminology.
Right.
Like, oh, well, it's the same. This is the shape I want you to have. And then like, so there's probably like, I don't know, my lexicon has just changed because of the words I'm speaking to this thing. And it's like subtle ways it's just changing my thinking.
Right. So when the kids are told, this is not a democracy, this is not a democracy, this is not a democracy. Remember, you've heard that? From school? Did you have that in public school?
Oh, I don't feel like anyone was telling me that.
I feel like in a country scenario, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you're talking
they have discipline. So the class is not ever saying, hey, we want to vote on something.
I hear what you're saying. Oh, sure, I heard that. Yeah. This is not democracy. Yeah. In this classroom.
In this classroom, it's not a democracy.
Right,
sorry. Yeah. No. That's the situation you're always in. Here's what the government wants you to know. Wherever you are, you actually have no say. You're not in a democracy, but you are in a democracy. Theoretically, technically, you chose this.
Yeah. So I think
somebody chose it on your
behalf. Well, everything's not a democracy, though, right? I mean, it's it couldn't, and that would be kind of crazy, right?
Well, I mean, to some extent, everything is not fully democratic, but I mean, some things would qualify, as a democracy.
Well, I mean, you were a teacher, so what do you think?
Kids, in school?
Yeah, but you think kids should maybe be able to vote on what they get taught, kind of thing? Like,
what do you think? Should kids vote on anything? Would I support kids voting on things?
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, like curriculum, or like should we have candy every day? Kind of thing. Like, I mean, I feel like
what's wrong with that? They vote on candy every day. This is what I'm saying. Form a board. Demand candy every day. Then what are you going to do? They're not going to give you candy.
Oh, see, you don't have there's no age threshold for this. This is just like
every human that can do this has the power to represent themselves.
Okay.
That's the beauty of RQ. Oh fuck! What have I done? Sorry. Oh well, I just said a bad word, didn't I? That was the first bad word.
Second, but it's fine.
Oh, it was. What was?
It's well back. I just remember hearing it and thinking,
we don't need to hear it again. I apologize. I do want to clean up my act. I did get a spanking from YouTube.
Yeah.
I did a live stream and totally legit. So the last show technically was removed from YouTube for safety of the community. And literally you read through the stuff for the safety of our advertisers. Our advertising budget is what you're protecting.
Oh, of course.
They say very explicitly.
Yeah.
It needs to be a safe place to advertise so that people can get money, and even you, who will never be monetized. But I had on the screen here, I was playing something, and I'm commenting on it. And in the 3 minutes of playing it, I commented about 48 minutes. Then I just stopped talking about this at all and played it in the background with sound off. which I could see is not appropriate. You shouldn't, like, I shouldn't play Star Wars in the background.
Sure. Yeah.
But even if it's off, that's a visual thing.
Right.
This was not a visual thing, but then who am I to say what's visual? It's just people having a conversation. That's not really something, unless you're a lip reader.
Right.
And so, but technically I could see you shouldn't play even video with it off. But the whole time I was commenting, anyway.
Yeah. But maybe some limited.
But the whole point is like it's got to be educational. So, well, I don't know if they would even say what I'm saying is educational. So what is educational? My definition would be, if I was to have a platform, it'd be what I perceive to be educational. Does this person genuinely perceive it to be informing somebody of something? Because there are parameters. You have to give information to somebody. Something has to have meaning. There has to be a way of retrieving the meaning. Otherwise, you're genuinely not.
Yeah, but like fair use is bigger than education. I mean, that's one facet of it, right? But there's a lot of other fair use you could like lean on besides that.
Yeah. And no, that was just an AI overzealous AI, but they removed the warning. But when they said it, they said we removed the strike. I'm like, oh my god, what, you're using inconsistent language?
So you're good. You don't actually have a strike now, or you?
I had a warning, and then they removed a strike. Maybe I have a -1 warning because maybe 2 warnings for a strike. 3 warnings really should be a strike. So I'm like 2 warnings in. I got 2 warnings for free, is how I read that.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, I'm very hesitant to show all kinds of things, but this is where I should be. I should be careful anyway. Okay. Last show, correction. There was a first commenter already. What's wrong with me? It's been global glab or whatever. And so why did I try to take that away from her? I was trying to remember analysis paralysis. You're thinking that's a perfect name for that. I was calling it. I knew it wasn't that, but so the thrashing of Dubs, because Dubs, we were talking about elected representation, and this is the timestamp of all things. The timestamp exactly to the second is exactly 4.444 cents into the video.
Okay, that's
amazing.
Can you remind me what I was getting a thrashing for? Should deserved or undeserved?
The thrashing itself will be the reminder.
It'll be convincing.
That's how YouTube let me know. They said, we've sent you multiple warnings. Like while I'm live streaming, I'm talking to a computer, and they're like, we sent you multiple warnings. You did nothing. You refused always. Like, and how? I didn't know that was happening. I've just delivered 18 warnings, and now you're in violation. Okay, so here. So we were talking about this concept I'm trying to get across to people. And this is the heart of it. What we're going back to is the marketing part, which I know is important. But
I remember now. Okay.
But so when we were talking about changing it, because people, when they see elected representation, they think like propagandized, homos, they're like, oh, that means government and authority. And so I want them to see it as it is. Why do I have to get into such a derogatory view of other people? Why can I not make a point without like making someone sound completely inferior mentally? But I am communicating that. So we want to. Instead of saying elected representation, because people will misunderstand you, I'm saying, wait a minute. We talked about other options, and I'm like, wait a minute. I get back on track. This is what we're talking about. We've got to talk about reality in words, and if they don't understand words, they're no good to anybody. This is the real problem with the reality of semantics. What are you thinking right now?
I'm
waiting for something.
Yeah, I'm
waiting for a coherent statement.
I'm waiting for the thrashing.
So anyway, that's the communication I'm trying to get across: is that you choose from any member of the group, and you actually end up having them speak on your behalf in meetings. That is elected representation. That's what we're after: elected, chosen representation. They speak on your behalf. Okay, so I'm asking Dubs. The small print is I asked Dubs, do you still think we have elected representation in the U.S.? Because I'm repeatedly asking this, because he is the test patient for like, how do I communicate this? People keep going back to this elected representation. So he says, I still think that we have something like it, and that's valid. But I do acknowledge that it is not proportionate in the way that something like 1-to-1 would be, and it's a failing of it. that because we have so little engagement, that is kind of like this small subset of people is representing a huge proportion of them. So this is kind of what I talk about, the non-answer, the kind of gobbledygook.
See, and that was me actually trying to answer. So yeah.
But what I mean is you're answering, you're saying, no, I'll drive the car. And you drive off and you park it and you're like, I know, but like there's a thing we're doing here. Like, I understand you can take a break, but do you still think we have elected representatives? So I guess when I'm asking this, do we meet the criteria for what you call, this is very crucial that I mentioned this to people. Do we meet the criteria of what you would call elected representation in the United States? And you're saying, and that's one thing. And then another thing is that you say this, which is not accurate. I don't think you think that a small group is represented. They go in and they poke red or blue, but they're not represented is what my point is. And I think you understand that.
Oh, no, I think I was getting something different there. I was talking more like the people that actually go in and vote in the primaries and in the elections. Those are the people that are like putting their views out there. But there's a lot of people that aren't voting at all. And those are the people I'm saying are not being represented in the system as well.
So those people that vote, are they being represented or not?
Yes.
Okay, that's my point. I don't believe you really think they are. It's like, where's the meaning of elected? I wonder if we're bouncing all over the place, like, because elected means to choose voluntarily. Mm-hmm. And you're saying that, would you say that you choose voluntarily if the choices are, if there's 5 choices on the ballot?
Right. Well, and we talked about this briefly, right? It's like, well, you can write in somebody if you don't like them, blah, blah, blah. Granted, they have a very small chance of being elected. But, like, I think that you have choices, like choices that have been given to you or choices to vote for whomever you want.
I'm saying, so your judgment of the system, your children are saying, Dad, do we have elected representation? Is this true or not?
I would say, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just think it's suboptimal.
Electing, there's 5 choices. And you're saying, you're describing the entire system of what we have, not some specific thing where we do elect representatives. Clearly, we choose between 2 different options or whatever. But you're saying the whole system, let me explain it to the people I love, and they're going to depend on me for reality interpretation. I'm going to explain it to, like, we are choosing this, what we get.
Yeah, I think the concern I have about saying no there is like, no, actually, we live in like a fascist world, right? Mm-hmm. Like we don't actually have choices. Everything's imposed upon you. We need to blow up the system because it's not actually democracy. That's where I have a hard time saying, no, we don't. We're not actually represented. We do have it. It's not what I would want.
Because of what they might think? I mean,
because I think
you want to scare your children with reality.
Well, also, I think what we have is worth maintaining. We should improve it, but I don't want to like throw it out. It's like, oh no, we need to just like blow it up and change it. Like we have something
in this system. Okay, so I need a replacement behavior. I want you to see what's going on, and of course you're going to tell your child the correct thing. I want you to see that the people that are electing are people behind the scenes, powerful players, groups, presidents of organizations of people, wealthy people, power players of every kind, religious leaders. Those people are making decisions behind the scenes, and those people are electing. We're representing their values. But do you see it that way? I mean, or can I get you to see that?
Well, I think my distinction there would be I can vote for whomever I want, right? In theory. In practice, it doesn't matter. But I can like write in anybody I want on the ballot, right? Like I vote for myself, I vote for my mother.
Technically. Yeah, sure, in theory.
So, and that's where I feel like we still got this option for like literally any kind of representation we want at any moment if we really wanted to take the reins.
Oh, right. So here's the power of the board. Once the board says, no, we know the system now. We have to all decide on one. That's when you start sacrificing within the board and saying, okay, well, I'd rather go with the majority of us, even though I hate these guys and disagree with them. I will vote for whatever candidate we write in, and then we could dogpile right in. They can blow the socks off everybody. We could.
Yeah.
So boards could. So if the way to use that loophole that we have, the ability to, which no one in their right mind in system designing would have thought that would ever happen,
Right.
But
yeah, but I mean, it's there, and that's what actually gives me like hope is that literally we can fix this. Like even though it seems like so many things are broken in terms of the way the parties work and like power dynamics and lots of things that seem like no one feels like the unhappiness with Congress and like so many mechanisms.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. We don't need to change the U.S. structure of the government at all. If we form BOR, now we're able to communicate what we want, and we know the secrets are not kept by any other group. There's no AI that can turn off. We have our own institution. We remember things. We have ways of teaching ourselves what our history. We're keeping track of everything. The whole group is. Everyone's got their eyes on this. It's not something you can sneak off with. And if you want to add and change some crazy propaganda to the whole mix, you can, but to only the degree you exist. It's like, do you see that aspect of things?
You could probably explore that more.
Just every aspect of life is divided by RQ. Okay, so when you understand one-to-one, you start to realize, oh, it doesn't matter what one person says. So if a person says, I'm going to get in there and let's eat children and, vote to eat children. And then we're like, okay, that's not a problem. Everyone's like, yeah, that's great. Glad you could join us. Like, would you feel hesitant already right now? If you were literally in this group and a guy comes in, I want to eat children. I mean, we have a full board of the United States.
Right.
I mean, the whole point is we've used this all the time. Do you see the mindset you would have?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm not confronted with that in my daily life right now. So that would be like a little bit shocking. Like,
well, online, there's crazy people saying all kinds of horrifying things, and they're removed from the internet.
I don't engage with those people, right? So
yeah, but they're being removed on your behalf already, right?
Yeah. Well, I think also too, I just don't do the social media thing as much, so I would have a harder time. Like, they might find me and like send me an email or something, but in general, I just don't have that kind of interaction.
Well, either way, I mean, and it's not about like some guy that's just pretending to say these things. Someone that actually believes we should eat children can comfortably be a part of the group because we're using elected representation. We're choosing what we want now, one-to-one. Yeah. He is only one person in a group of 250 million is absolutely harmless. And it's the best thing to do for society because you bring this guy in and you go, hey, why don't you start socializing and learning that this is, how you should behave. But look, at a meeting, you don't have to allow the guy at a meeting. That's one of the things about free association.
Yeah, I mean, so I think I'm on board with that 100%. I think it's just more the interaction piece of it that, I'm not as clear on like how that works exactly.
What do you? Yeah.
So you're like, well, so there's a person that says I want to eat babies, and like they exist and they want to be part of some board that I'm in. Like, what is that? What is our actual interaction there? Like, how do?
Well, you would never meet in a room with a guy that wants to eat babies. That's a known baby eater, right? Or wants to.
Right.
You would say, I would rather not have that guy invited. And there's going to be so many people, that's going to be a common thing. If something outrageous was being proposed, okay, so there's going to be your uninvited list. That's the real thing of problems with the board. So now we're really examining what would happen. There'd be an unvite list, that people they're uninvited from the board. And so like I talk about the benchmark, right? And so the concept is that's the power of saying, no matter what, this guy is a person we're paying attention to, even if he's not allowed in the meeting. And that was Alex Jones. When I saw Alex Jones behave, I'm like, what? This guy cannot stop talking. And I was like, wait a minute. I realized, what if you have a representative who is just a loud person that won't shut up?
Mm-hmm.
Not doing anything illegal. He's not threatening anyone even, let's say. Yeah. He just can't shut up and let other people talk.
Right.
You'd have to, so that's why I was like, you're going to have a separate glassed off thing where he can see, and if he bangs on the glass, you have to have a double wall so you can't. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have it to where he cannot interfere with the meeting, but he is voting, and we see how his votes, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And he gets his time to talk even still. Mm-hmm. Why? Because he is a representative, and that RQ is always respected. You can't take it away from someone because you can't bring in a censor like in ancient Rome, create a position. Well, we'll see if this guy is immoral. No, there's no censor to block anything. And that's where you say, where's the safeguard? Yeah. What are you worried about? Like a guy up there pressing his penis against the screen when it's his turn? I'm all for it. 2 thumbs up. That's great. That is not it's not going to catch on. I don't think that's going to catch on. Nothing. Yeah.
That's where I worry. I guess I see some parallels now to where we have people like, I want someone that's just going to like change things up. I want them basically to blow up the system kind of thing. And that's where I'm
and so they do that as much as they want and for as long as they want. You want them to, so that's what happens. Younger people like, fart in the microphone, fuck the police, whatever. And so they go through that phase. They realize, oh, what is that accomplishing? insulting people. So they learn to socialize. They learn to present themselves publicly. Whoever I elect is actually the guy going to represent me. Well, I guess he doesn't need to fart in the microphone so much. But I like maybe they'll go up and whoop, that's his little MO, and then he does a whole speech of like what they want, and that's what we want. Like start saying strategically what you actually want rather than what you don't want, what you don't want other people to have. Stop trying to tear other people down and tell us what you want, because nobody knows what they want. I don't think.
I mean, I think it's just like might be some of the growing pains of like seeing it in action, where I would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But like in theory, I'm a little bit concerned about.
So we're finding blind spots in your hypothetical, in your your brain's abilities. This would be stupidity, not retardation. But if because our brains are not. Oh wait, we need a word for that. We got those extra words. We need a word for atrophied abilities of the brain, right? So when, like I was saying, we naturally have this concept of reforming. We grab things, we're suckling, we're naturally manipulating our environment and doing things. Eating is the first reform we do, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I guess reform is where you take charge. Like reform would be that nipple's there and you grab the nipple and you put it in your mouth. But babies don't do that, right?
I mean, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a very natural reaction. I would expect that to be pretty baked in.
I'm just envisioning me as a scientist trying to get babies to grab nipples. Okay, so
a non sequitur, Nipplegate. Have you heard about this Nipplegate thing?
Oh, with the Noam Chomsky's, Krimsky's. What's that chick? Our secretary or somebody?
Oh wait, who?
The guy with big boobs. Her husband has a big boob, fake big boobs or something.
Oh no, this is a
Noam.
different...
Who's the Noam? Somebody, a Trump guy, Trump girl, Trump lady.
Okay,
I'm sorry. This is how I communicate. It's all bits and pieces like a dog. Secretary of something or other. Defense or not defense?
Not.
What is she?
What's the name?
Noam. Christy Noam.
Christy Noam. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Her husband has a big boob fetish for himself. Like he puts on a big boob thing, or he has big boobs. You
Okay,
get a boob
so
job.
you have a different like information feed than me. There's like the Nipplegate, as far as I know, is like associated with Trump thing, right? Like there was like some allegations.
No, what?
Like being too rough with a girl and like bruises or something.
He grabbed her right by the nipple. That he didn't even follow his own rule.
And now I'm second guessing it. Even like, who was it? Actually Trump, or was it someone in the administration? Now I'm like making shit up. So like, I feel
about
bad.
our president.
But there is a Nipplegate controversy out
there. Should we look it up or not? I mean, is it?
Probably not the right thing to search for, right? Like maybe for.
Oh, you're right. Because I remember looking for a stool at work one time because I wanted to buy a stool. Well, poop. Oh God.
So anyway, not necessarily important. It was just something I was curious if you'd like run into it. It was kind of on, in the same.
Why? Yeah, this is how my brain thinks. Oh, Nipplegate. Well, that sounds like I should put some effort into that.
I mean, obviously.
I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Well, we were talking about like instincts from kids.
Oh, you mean the original Nipplegate is when Janet Jackson?
Oh, that's way far back. But this is recent. This is like
Nipplegate 2?
This week worth of nipple.
Are we having Nipplegates every 20 years?
I mean, they do seem to be.
When was her Nipplegate? When do you think it was?
Oh God, let's see, 2008. I don't know.
Yeah, 2004, close enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so 22 years ago. So every 20 years we got Nipplegates.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh yeah.
It's 20 years.
I would prefer more myself, but
Nipplegates. And if we had the more, we would do that. That would have been achieved. Asking you, I believe if you ask if 30% of men wanted nipples to be the big news topic, guess what? It was like Nipple Day, like Valentine's Day or,
right,
Mother's Day.
Like
Mother's Day should be Nipple Day. Because that's your connection to your mother. Oh, it's natural. Dubs. What's wrong with... Wonderful. Okay, let me get back to the airplane mode and we're doing this. Okay. Oh, were we live? So I say wrong. Subset of people. If I had time, I'd cross it out with red. So you really genuinely believe that the people that vote are being represented.
Yes.
And I think I said, and I'll review this, I must have said something that felt like it was a solution to that. I need to ask you, okay, does it meet their criteria? You're saying it does meet the criteria for elected.
Yeah.
God, you're choosing it. You think you're choosing it. This is fascinating because this is really the rubber meets the road. You're talking about your child. You don't hate your child. You're not, see, this is what goes through my head. Is like, is this person fucking with me? Is this person hate children? Oh, they just want the demise of all humans.
Well, and I think this might be more of the kind of like maybe the distinction between us, where I have more of that Chestertonian kind of like, I'm concerned that we might, tear down this conception.
Okay, but again, to that whole thing, it's just two of us. So you're saying yes to a proposal that is, I'm said by one person that you don't hear any chorus of angels supporting, right? It's me by myself saying this. I mean, does anyone support this that you know of? What I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't feel like I have a good analysis, but no.
Oh, that's a good point. I could have millions of supporters and just no one supports this, but how about you just say yes to it? Billions of people.
I mean, there's at least like 5% of people that will vote for anything, right? So like you at least have 5% of the population.
That's propaganda, fascist propaganda.
What? No, I feel like literally anything. You say there's 5% of people that will say like, oh yeah.
Okay, so we're talking 25 million people, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that 5%? Wait, what is?
Yeah, so like
15 million or 12 and a half million. That's right, 12 and a half million people of Americans of all in agreement. Oh my God, this is horrendous. We shouldn't be eating babies. And then Dubs like, whatever. It's only 12 and a half million people that signed that petition.
Right.
Okay. Well, that even more need for a bore because we need to know. Here's people. So there are people like Dubs out there. I'm trying to show you, the audience, there are people that think like this. Everybody thinks like that. So that's the thing. It's like we need to be able to say when we all agree on something that actually we do actually have now 40% or 30 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's tough, right? Like, that's because so much of it is like, do you actually understand what you were reading? And like, are you making it, did you click the right button? Like, actually getting people to do the simple task of choosing something isn't maybe as straightforward. You're going to like...
Yeah, but you're also, the way you're describing that is someone that doesn't want to do this in a way, right?
Perhaps, yeah. Maybe that's, I'm thinking of like public polling, right? So often people are like, hey, will you fill out this thing or whatever?
Yeah.
So and they're like, screw you. I like this, whatever. I like to
that is kind of a voluntary process polls the way we do it, which means that you have to voluntarily answer a poll that is already a skewed group of people. I do want to make sure we don't forget if you agree with me, that's 2 people that agree. That doesn't mean anything. And what I'm trying to tell you is when you're in a conversation with 80 people in a room, that's just 80 people. Understand the RQ of the situation. Ain't nothing. You're not even on 1 part per million with 80 people. Just 2 people were infinitesimal to the United States and the population of the earth. So whatever we agree on, we should agree. We should, in other words, that makes you realize, oh, we're free to agree on a lot of things. So maybe that's how you say it. Free, you need to be free to agree because
I like that. It rhymes. It's, yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing in sales and stuff. Things that rhyme, people, stories.
Yeah, free to agree. I feel like we can sell that. That seems we can work with that.
Yeah, I have a shirt that says agree to agree. I made it myself. I think I showed you those. I made the one about the blasphemy only hurts petty and insecure gods.
No, I don't remember that.
Which is an interesting thing about blasphemy. You have a rule against saying bad things against you? It hurts your feelings? What's going on? I mean, obviously, you could say it's because God knows that people will be influenced by this, and you need to be respectful of your God. But that doesn't hurt his feelings. It doesn't mean anything. Some guy... Well, that's another aspect, to be pro-blasphemy. That's a different argument. Maybe we'll have for another time. Maybe we'll have a little Maz Kanata picture we go to, or we just skip everything. That's that chick from that creature in Star Wars. They ask about a plot hole to this character. Like, what? Why did we do this? And she's like, that's a good question for another time. And they just skip it and never refer to it in any ever movie, They never pay that off. They just literally just get lost, kid. What are you talking about?
That's funny.
Which means in a way it is comedy, because that is how you joke, you're breaking the third wall, fourth wall, or whatever,
Right.
with the audience. Okay, so look, let's move on to this. The rest, we ain't done with the thrashing here.
No.
So let's look syntactic. So I go, okay, I'm dealing with this level of where's my stupid chart? Oh my God, I need to have a chart that has those words, moron, idiot.
Right, yeah.
That's actually hilarious, right? You have a physical chart, you don't even ever do anything. You're just kind of looking at it. I say, yeah. Okay. Can't figure where this guy fits on the retard scale. Let's look syntactically, how the words are used, how words are used in a sentence. This is Dubs saying, we don't have fully blossomed representation. So there you are, you're saying it is an amount that we don't have. And I got you understanding this amount thing, right? How much has it blossomed in your words? And I'm thinking it ain't a bud. It's not even, we're talking molecules. This is like a baby. You know when a sperm hits an egg, there's an actual light spark?
No.
How is that surreal? But what a win for the anti-abortion people, right? I mean, if you're trying to say there's a soul enters the body, like, well,
right.
There's a light.
Spark.
I'm just saying. It's
Yeah.
called a zinc spark. What a strange thing that I guess we just found out about it.
Okay, I haven't heard this. So
And it could be made up. It could be like anything. Obviously, I live in reality. You don't have to say that. But yeah, that's going to be a win for the people who want to say babies.
Yeah, for sure.
That is very, very persuasive. Isn't that funny? Like the monkey brain we have. Like, oh, we're light. That means something. That maybe a gods are communicating. Honestly, if you saw a pulsating light in a way, it would change our mind. Maybe.
Sure.
Words spelled out, because see, if Dubs saw words spelled out in the sky, he'd say, no, that's a word, and it's in the dictionary, and it has meaning. The gods are communicating to me.
Sure. And I mean, if you go back to a lot of religious texts, right? Like light is a very important element of that, right? Like in the beginning, we're talking about light, like the light from darkness, and I'm the way, the truth, and the light. Like you've got a litany of things that represent that. So yeah,
that does remind me of Enoch 1:1, where the elect will dominate and destroy. I need to find some Leviticus. Oh, there's got to be an elect, because you were the one that clued me into that's talking about the chosen. I mean, obviously. I was just ecstatic that the word elect is in the Bible. I'm like, oh my God, in 1:1. So this Bible quotes with 1:1. I'm like, oh my God, anything that's a word elect is hilarious. But it's obviously proof that Jesus says to do 1-to-1. Maybe we have a subset of representation. Again, the lie, we have a subset of representation. I think that's what I mean. You're saying that we do have representation, but this is small, and I'm saying they're not even to your standards, actual representation. Not to the standards of your children. Maybe those who aren't voting are just not being represented. And so, yeah, you're talking again about the, if they're voting, they're
the
represented.
silent majority, as they say.
But that is the majority speaking, but they're speaking through a selected number of solutions. There's options. You got to know, as an engineer type person, you got to know you're an engineer, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
not formally, but I don't have a PE.
Oh, okay. So actually, you can't even say you're an engineer. You probably should not.
I mean, people call themselves that, but I think if you don't have a PE, you probably shouldn't call yourself that.
Okay, so you're an engineer who had his license removed.
Yeah.
For no license,
yeah.
No license removed. You're unlicensable. So do we had more of this? So I say, so glad that's recorded. Because to me, that's like, you admitted it. Because I don't know. I wonder if that helps to see it. So, oh my God, I'm way past. I'm going all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I still agree with what I said there. So,
okay, but either way, so when you're talking, that's what I'm saying. When you say we are representing people who vote, I'm saying the degree of representation that you could possibly get from having the establishment choose selected choices that will only protect the establishment, you are guaranteed to not have the ability to really choose what you want. It's just mathematical at some point where you say, yeah, this system doesn't represent these people. They're not deciding. The decision, the election is happening behind the scenes. And so, but and whatever, if you're saying, no, for the protection of the normality of my children, maybe you want your children to be normal and not talk about how we're not represented, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's more like you're saying the mechanics of how it actually works is undermining what true representation should be. But I think that technically they have everyone has the opportunity to vote for whomever they want, right? This is more like...
Okay, again, technically, but in reality, no.
Right. Well, so, and that's why I think that distinction to me is important. Like, we could like band together and vote for literally anyone we want to.
So, yeah, you see reality, but you don't accept it. And that's what I'm saying. As a realitarian, you're constantly assessing your reality. So when you see reality, you accept it as what it is, and you understand it's unreality. It's not real. You know it's not real. It's what you think reality is. You're ready to reassess at all times, but you're afraid to make that step. I think because of it's some kind of lacking, fear or whatever.
No, I think I believe that we can vote for whomever we want. We just choose not to. We choose to make different decisions.
Okay, so wait a minute. You genuinely are saying that we could write a candidate in.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually very helpful. You can write a candidate in, but you know that will never happen. And you always bring up that one time it happened, right? And say, nope, see? And so then, but I remember I got you to acknowledge that doesn't make any sense. That's like a debate tactic or a technicality. You're...
Well, to me, it's a technicality, but it's important, right? Because I think I like the fact that people have the liability of like, you could change this, but you're choosing not to. You just decide to do.
But you're like, if you do this for animals, so like maybe that's a thing, right? Let's imagine we have like pigeons and we section them off, and we like the pigeons could, if they did all tap at the same time at this thing, they could be let loose or whatever, have all the food in the available.
Right.
But they just happen to go through the channels that we've nailed down in this, chicken wire. They won't let them through. They just happen to not realize they can. But you're saying if you had an intelligent animal and it knew if everybody hits the button at the same time, that's the thing. Everybody has to hit the same exact button. Yeah. Well, no, multiple buttons. You've got to hit several keys of a whole person's name, right?
Yeah.
Spell it correctly, and enter it at the same exact time in history, like one day, right?
Yeah.
Just so happens, like what are the chances? Let's see if the universe lines up.
Yeah.
But that's an option. You're saying that is an option. And again, of course it's an option. No one's debating. Of course we have elected representation in the United States. We're not debating that. That's fact, Jack. We're saying that's not reality at all.
Because it doesn't happen.
No, because it's mathematically not going to happen. We understand the math involved. We know, we can look and say, oh, it happened one time. Yeah, because we know the math. They all have to coincide at the same exact time on the same name.
Yeah, I guess I feel like that's not a whole lot to ask of human beings. I feel like we can handle that.
Okay, so when have we ever agreed on anything? Like, what's something like ice cream is delicious? So, is there any statement that we all agree on? Ice cream is, I don't think, when have humans, what's the most humans you think have ever agreed on something?
Enough to make a difference, right? Like, let's say it's a primary.
Wait, when in human history have there been humans that have agreed on a specific statement that has been put in writing?
100%? Or what are you saying?
What's the largest number of humans that have ever agreed to any statement, even if it's ice cream is good, delicious, or you should wipe after you poop, whatever the...
Right, yeah, probably small, right? But I mean, because you've always got those outliers. Let's say probably something like 80% or something. Like, probably, I don't know. It's
yeah, okay. But did I cut you off? What?
I don't think so. But I'm still standing by my guns on this thing. Like, I think we have the opportunity to have it. We just don't avail ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not wrong, because you're saying, but your bar is not really where you want that bar to be.
Right.
Electing is choosing. When you look at it long enough, you're going to go, you know what? We're not choosing this. And so I don't want to force you to defend yourself anymore, dig a hole, right? Because I do that with people, like with everybody. It seems to be my technique. I remember one lady, this white liberal, but liberal. She was arguing that a boy and a girl left in a room. I was saying, if you leave a boy and a girl, a teenage boy, teenage girl in a room together, there's a higher likelihood they're going to have sex. It's closed off a certain amount of time. And she was bending over backwards because she was defending, she was programmed like, nope, this can't be. And it was programmed to be condom training.
Okay.
So you know how the religious right did not want condoms training in school, like sex ed?
Right.
And people were saying, no, they should know how to learn how to use condoms. Oh, I am so sorry. The question at hand was whether a condom on the table would encourage them to have sex. That's what it was. So wait a minute, where are you now? So there's a teenage boy and a girl in a room locked away for 30 minutes or whatever.
Right.
Plenty of sex time. The experimenters are like, we give them plenty of time to have sex. We slipped in a condom or two, just in case one doesn't go right.
Yeah.
So there's a pile of condoms. No one's going to know if you stole a condom. There's a disposable thing to destroy a condom. Okay, so would they be more likely to have sex?
I feel like absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you've already put it in their head. Like, look at this thing. Let's just see how it works.
I know. It's a device for sex. It's a device for sex. Bing, conversation becomes sex. Mind, mental things. Yeah. That's just immediately. How do you not see that? But she was arguing, no, they do not. Yeah. And I said, that was what I maybe ended up with. I mean, literally, we put two women, close them off, and put a condom. I made her say no to that, and so that's what I do. And I push people. Oh, you think this? Okay, well, what about this and this? And so, and she stuck to her guns, and she's like, I can quote you studies. And I'm like, wait a minute. You have a study that shows a man, a boy, an adolescent boy and girl will put in a room with a condom and without, and to see if they're more likely or less likely to have sex. She's like, yes. And I'm like, that is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I got her. I was like, check. I will take that one. Let's go. I will. And I get home and I'm like, well, hey, where's the link? She sent me some link to, and like I thought, she's like, condoms are okay in schools. They don't increase sex education. Sex education with condoms does not increase sexual activity. Like what I thought she was arguing.
Yeah.
And I had defended myself against entirely. I said, no, we're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about in a little room. I mean, adolescent male. And it's like, how? So anyway, so that, I don't know what holds people back on that. But okay, so let's move. So yeah, you're there's nothing we can do. You're just going to hold firm. But this is that, weren't you like the year of the ox or something? Like the year of the immovable objects? And so it's obvious reality versus immovable object. That's what this show is.
I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm open to suggestion on certain things, but I'm not a pushover on everything.
But yeah, I mean, that's so glad that's recorded. Yeah, I think when you chop off that tail, I think it's still a failing. Oh yeah, now you're going into digging on 1-to-1. I think it's still a failing in 1-to-1 when you chop off the tail. Now all of a sudden, you're worried about a microscopic point of a part of the group.
No, I was just saying that there's a parallel, right? You've got the people that don't vote. You've got these people who vote for people that don't matter. Then they both get kind of like chopped off.
I mean, yeah, there is a parallel. Well, one person is starting fires, a pyromaniac, and the other is a fireman that's putting out. You're right. They're absolute parallel. This is the same category of thinking. The good guys and the bad guys. You got the good guys and the bad guys reversed. So yeah, no, by all means, this is what I mean. Like, stick to your guns. And this is what has saved us so far. The idea of, no, I'm not going to move. We now know conservatives stick in the mud. They're not going to change. They have saved us from the woke. At least we have people that are just not going to do something differently. That always saves humanity. That's why the boar protects conservatives are always in control of the boar. And by conservative, I mean people not wanting to change. People that don't want change are always in control. Good luck. You're going to have to get enough people to talk about something, and then they got to do the change themselves. But for progressives like me, moving forward, not left-wing Nazis, but for moving forward progressives, we are about what this does for them is allows it enables progressives to be as do whatever they want, and now they're all talking and arguing. So it's progressives arguing, which is what we needed to be doing, is get reality together, and then conservatives just doing their own thing, unsuspectingly, while the progressives get our shit together, and then the murder board. I was just like electarian. That's instead of libertarian, electarian, because I'm trying to get the concept across that electing is liberty. Because anarchists are against electing. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Electing is you choosing what to do, dumbass. Right? I mean, what word are we using? I'm just dictionary word, the way we all commonly use it. And we still use it that way. Elective surgery.
Sure.
Do we use elect to mean choose or more not to choose? Because you don't use it to choose. But you think you use it to choose.
No, I think so. Maybe not as frequently, but I mean, I think definitionally that's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also because some people think a libertarian party when you say libertarian.
Yeah.
And then there's also this other, people think of libertarian movement. Like you say this is how you use words. Progressive is the movement. Conservative is the movement. It's not anything to do with the meaning of the word necessarily in the language, or even the meaning of a word with a philosophy. Yeah. It's just a group of people, literally, and what they're thinking right now.
I mean, well, I think that sadly that's the way it's generally like used in the zeitgeist sort of thing. But like, no, I don't think of those things like, and I think of liberty as very much like a fundamental thing, right?
Okay, and liberty is a fundamental. I'm having a vision of like, because I'm thinking, what would a group of Stoics? Because I'm saying everyone should come together. So we're Stoics, or are we not? Would you say I'm a Stoic or not?
Well, I don't know. It's interesting that this is the first time it's come up. So
what do I need to do? I need to get some badges.
Yeah, I need to
get a Stoic tattoo. I mean, I talk about Marcus fucking Aurelius every show.
Yeah. But do you think he self-identifies as a progressive?
He was a social justice warrior, just like Hammurabi, fighting for the people, the downtrodden, the poor slaves that were mistreated. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, technically, he was the same social justice that Hammurabi was. You know, technically, he's saying, "I'm the one that's protecting all these people." Yeah, there's a story of like he gets up to leave, and then some widow or some lady is like, "Oh, look at him taking a break, you know, ending his day after 2 hours." He's like, "Oh, right, if there's citizens to be served, you know." So he had such a duty. It's so beautiful. But okay, anyway, what are we talking about?
I think we were saying you and I are Stoics, I guess. And
I'm Stoic, yeah, because what the hell's not a Stoic about me?
I know it's interesting. It's probably my own like ignorance of it. You know, I just have like this conception, maybe definitionally.
Oh, right, we feel Stoic. Maybe I just feel Stoic too.
Well,
but that's all it takes. Let's just, people that feel Stoic, and we live in Austin, Texas, and we don't realize we're left-wing fascists because we live in a bucket of left-wing fascists. Everywhere you look around, everyone's a left-wing fascist around here. I'm sure glad I'm not one, you know. So now we're all Stoics. We're Stoics, guys. We're all Stoics. We live in like this commune of Marxist, critical thinking. And yeah, so we're Stoics. We're totally, Stoics.
Yeah. Barter system. Yeah.
Stoic barter system really is the answer. I mean, that's actually what I'm saying. It's like, whatever it is, bring the things in, because Marx is talking about some ideas. He's got ideas. Yes, there is a class struggle. It's not just, white people, black people. It's this person, this group, this. But there needs to be a good point on Marxism. You need to have a limit on that. And it just seems like everybody, like, what's his face? Your guy, Four Horsemen.
Hitchens.
Yeah. He talked about, he was a Marxist, right?
Yeah, I think he wouldn't go quite so far, but he was definitely on the spectrum over there.
Yeah, and so what's his face? Who's the Soul Train? Thomas Sowell, black Austrian economist.
Okay,
wrote hundreds of books about economy, and I was always in the 70s and stuff, preaching about like this is not helping the black people, and so. He was also Marxist. I mean, but that's the thing. That's naturally, you're young. You're like, what? We're like in kindergartner. Hey, we're letting an old lady die she's starving and no one will give her food. Is that bad? I'm like, yeah, of course that's bad. I mean, that's like a kindergarten. So you're young. You're like, yeah, why are we helping people? Okay. You see, like logistically, this doesn't work out.
Right.
With just give free food out. The incentivization is what I'm trying to get. And if everyone comes together, we'll realize, yeah, actually we can get homeless people totally on track, incentivize them to do things. They must meet a code. They're living by a separate. And so we have talked about sovereign citizens for, what do you call them? Sovereign citizens for homeless people. Let's make them sovereign citizens.
What does that mean?
And so, because you know what the term sovereign citizen is used today?
Not really.
Oh, that's the term for the people that are aware of maritime law and that if you say that you're traveling, I mean, if you are just traveling and not actually working, you are under a separate set of codes.
I think I've heard about this, like people like trying to set up like shop off the like in international waters kind of thing.
There's that as well, yeah. But within the United States, there's certain things you can do within the court system, like the railing of a court. You've been inside of a courtroom, or
it's been a while.
But there's a railing, a barrister or something, right? And so you must be within that barrister. You're in a different jurisdiction. That's like maritime law. And it's like the gold fringe on the flag shows you that or whatever. But you'll see that. I went for jury duty and the girl judge, the princess judge, the very respectable female judge. There's nothing wrong with her. So she was totally professional, but participating in the evil establishment of, she went, what did she do? She went, she called a man in. She said, can you step just a few more feet? And he went up to talk to her, but outside the gate. You can get your drink. And he goes and gets inside the gate, and he goes right outside the gate. She says, come in the gate. Just step within the gate. He looked into her eyes, just step within. Your soul will be fine. And so he steps in, and then he's in her jurisdiction. She's like, whoosh, and steals his soul legally and makes it belong to Washington, D.C. And he becomes a citizen of D.C. And that's another thing that's going on there. It all has to do with like UCC, the Universal Commercial Code.
Okay. So wait, was that person not a citizen before? Or they were a citizen?
Okay, either way. That's me talking about what sovereign citizens are calling themselves now. And people are mocking online because they are authoritarian Nazis and they love to see people stand up for their rights, get their face smashed into the earth for whatever reason. But yeah, no, these guys actually do have a point. And the gist of it is they do it, the execution is way off. They don't do it correctly. They start screaming and yelling. They resist arrest or who knows what. They're all over the place thinking they're immune from all laws. And it's like the worst thing to tell someone that, if you snap your fingers 3 times, you don't have to listen to the cops. Like, okay.
Yeah. And so often it's like, I don't want to pay taxes. It seems to be like the fundamental things. Like,
I don't think you have to pay income tax. I think it is voluntary from what I've seen, because you'd see these guys debate, and the way the guy defending taxes would be like, he'd never mention that you have to pay the taxes. The guy would always mention, see how he's never mentioning that you have to. I'm like, what is going on here? But there must be actually a way of not having to pay taxes, but you've got to dance on that one. You've got to really dance exactly in line.
To me, that's kind of like if the social contract is broken, if people suddenly don't have to pay taxes because they do a dance or whatever. Like,
but that's how it is. That's how everything is. Everyone's loopholing. There's people that just get free rides off everything.
Well, yeah, everything has some level of corruption, but once it gets to be like that, where it's kind of.
But it's not corruption because you're accepting it. You're like, oh yeah, it's not real because those guys are goofball loonies that aren't talking about anything real. And so a few of them get away with it. They know what they're doing, and maybe, who knows? That's how it would work. So that's what I mean. Like, I understand that reality could exist, but I do see that, if my advice would be, of course, pay the taxes, or really spend your life studying how not to pay your taxes. If you're going to do this, you're going to have to do this like it's your secret superhero life.
Right. Yeah.
And always watching your back and.
Right. Yeah. Never making the wrong move. Like,
Right. You can never be arrested. Once you get in the system, you go to there it happened. No, we're good. Fudge. There was some kind of a funness going on. Oh, since closed off, are you closed off?
No.
Okay. Are you wanting to end the stream?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Do you have more?
Yeah, but you seem defensive.
Oh, this feels like an open.
But you are right. Everything you've said is right. There's no wrong inside your head. Right?
Okay.
I'm a crazy person that no one is interested in supporting. So if you want to sub and say that Dubs is wrong about something, you can sub and show that I'm right about something.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's right. You're supposed to ask people to. I don't ask people, I feel like if I ask you to do something, now I'm making you do it. I don't know. But, I'm offering. If you want to subscribe, sure. If you want to comment, you can. No one has. Of course, no one's watching. Okay, no problem. That's not what it's about. Oh, wait, was there more? Okay, so this is what made me realize there's like, what am I asking people to do? And so I do have like a list of very different things I'm asking people to do. I'm realizing, it's about 10 probably. I'll make it 10 commandments, And the first one is just use elect to mean choose. Like in a sentence, whenever you use he's elected and you don't think that person was really chosen, then don't use the word elected. Mm. And if you do, like, it's always good to throw those in, let everybody know they weren't really. But the other things, but also the concept of I'm asking people to represent themselves in their own group. Like I was getting to Stoics. Oh yeah. So the Society of Stoics. And I was thinking, what would they never approve anything? I was like, no. When they got a majority of people, they would know we're Stoics. So if we agree on something, that means I don't even have to think about it. It's obviously something that's good enough. And you're going to be like much better, much more interested in reading it, understanding it, and moving it forward. Sure. I feel like it would be, whereas with people that are kind of dreamer fantasy idiots, that they would come up with, there'd be a lot of people wanting all kinds of stupid things, and everybody go, well, they wanted women to have penises and peenies. It would be that way. Okay, so what do you think, Stoic Congress? What about that?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, right. So that's another thing I'm asking people to do. But it's not just Stoic Congress, but it's whatever groups you belong to. Are there groups that you can think of that you would belong to?
Ooh,
that you would want to represent yourselves?
Right. I would imagine. I think Stoics is a good example of yes. I mean, I think of people that are maybe more Chestertonian. Maybe that'd be something I could identify with. Like put me in that box of the Chestertonian kind of people. But that not too far, right? Then maybe that's like I don't want to like. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not big on labels.
Well, let's find it, because that's what I mean. Like Chestertonian is this label of, well, what's the functioning word that we're looking for in the English language of what that person does? It is a conservative nature.
Yeah, well, I would say probably skeptic is among that, right? Like you were looking for, give me an explanation of why this is true. Don't just tell me something, kind of thing. Give me the proof. Maybe.
Yeah,
that was maybe more kind of scientific method kind of thing.
But like if there was a light from the gods, you would say, oh, that's enough. I don't care about proof.
Sure.
The light pattern.
Right. Yeah. Show me that spark.
So yeah, how would you set that up? But yeah, so because that is like utopian. Imagine having conversations with Stoics. I feel like, but Chestertonian is not Stoic. Chestertonian is like what you're saying, that hesitant is really what the nature is.
Well, it's like you don't let someone tear down a wall without them saying why the wall was built, right?
But so when you say why I judge the why, there's a process you go through. What's that process you want to happen? I think merely you really just want to hesitate, or maybe that's all. Maybe that's just a portion of what you want to do.
Sure. The hesitation though is predicated on I want you to understand what you're giving up. Maybe the trade-offs, right? Like, we're tearing down this fence, but we realize it's built for this, but we don't need that anymore, or whatever. Like just explanation of understanding of what they are doing and why they're doing it.
Yeah. But how that gets judged in a process, and so essentially you're saying, how would you judge that process of what you would? But like if you just felt like in your gut there was enough reason to think this is actually what's happening, you wouldn't need the proof, right?
I'm sure I think we all make decisions like.
Okay, so I mean, there's a hesitation until like a justification point, and I want to make sure everyone knows that anything's justified. If you want to, your brain's justified something, that doesn't mean that it's actually justified in real life, because you told your brain to find the justification and you just piece together, oh, I can smoke cigarettes all day. But what about that? Did you follow any of that? Or
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think I generally agree.
Okay, so all right. Either way, I'll try to make sense of myself in the replay. So there's the Ten Commandments. I don't know.
Wait, so you got two? So you got
Oh my
one?
God, dude! Oh my God, do you understand? We are just at the new stuff.
Oh wow!
Oh my God, how much time have we gone? What is going on here? This is obscene.
Wait. I mean, but also that way you had 10 commandments, but you only had one. So like,
Yeah.
are those coming? Is that like a big
We make it
reveal?
up as we go along. It's 10 Commandments. Moses.
Okay, well we're Moses. So that's coming. So that okay, to be revealed. Got it.
Oh, that's
Little
right.
teaser.
And that's the good point. Everyone deserves some eternal life blessings. Eternal life blessings. Okay, that's your ASMR for the evening. We're gonna do it. I don't. What do I have to? Oh, the guy got rearrested. I forgot. And then they just, these people will keep lying, and everyone involved is just lying and lying and lying.
Oh my gosh.
But to YouTubers who are doing nothing but, you know how the internet works. It's all about documentation. Like, I'm releasing the DMs, you know, and so, oh, here's what he texted. Here's what everyone's about, like, exactly what happened. So they keep adding more to the pile of what happened and what was said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always like they just think they're living in a establishment 50s world where you just kind of, oh yeah, we don't need to talk about this anymore, do we?
Right, yeah.
Sheriff Johnson. And so it's just, anyway, so it's just blowing up. So Bricks and Minifigs, it's like some company that's across the country. They're all, everyone's like, what, the whole company is corrupt, and everyone's wondering what's going on. But to whatever degree.
So the takeaway there though is we are not buying Legos now, like, because they're evil.
Boycott Legos. No, it has nothing to do with the Lego company. It's Bricks and Minifigs is a company that will do consignment for selling your Legos, or you can turn in your little figurines.
Yeah.
They have guys that go now, maybe unrelated, but he's gone in and said, I have $1,000 Lego piece. Let's see if they scam me. You know, they go, oh yeah, this is a fake, you know, and it's a real one. And there's obvious ways to tell. So so people are documenting falsities, and, you know, so what they've done is stir up a whole, there's a whole genre for this, because that's what's the hot topic. Right. Now everyone's talking about it. And that's what I want to get away from with one-to-one representation, where we're determining the topics. We don't want to lose track of the Epstein files. So there's always like 15% of America always saying, nope, 15% of the time of my feed will be Epstein files, because I'll handle that much, you know. But you got to watch. Maybe that's the thing. You have to watch what you say you want to watch. And
right. Yeah. You have
like, I got to do this. Yeah. And that's where the drinking problems start in the United States. So progressives want to move forward, but get lost in finding the power to do so. And this really is the heart of the problem. I'm not sure if I ever communicate this, but they do this kind of utopia now kind of thing. No, it needs to happen now. You start thinking utopian thoughts, and then you start to go, no, it has to happen now. Whereas I've made myself think it doesn't. In fact, the opposite. If anyone says now, I'm like, oh, I don't know. You sound like you want to stir things up. I'm over Chestertonian and
yeah,
over hesitant. There's got to be a better word for it, though, right? That's what we can find. We're looking for that. If anyone wants to help, whoever the camera is. Okay, so comment whenever you want. So we're moving forward. We get lost in power. They end up wanting to make something happen instead of creating something that helps. And I'm just reading it because I feel like that's coherent, and I feel like when I talk, I might be incoherent. So read that.
Yeah,
whatever is coming out of my mouth.
Seems hard to disagree with that.
Yeah. And so that's why you get progressives to talk amongst themselves first. Like when the conservatives who run the show in one-to-one, conservatives run the show, they go, what do y'all got, progressives? It's like, time for the progressive report. What's everyone's, you're all just infighting and arguing with each other? Good. Sounds good. We don't have to do anything. Nothing to decide here. And so we all realize, okay, we got to agree on something. It's going to be what we agree on, something real, not women have peenies and you know. There's going to be intersectional realities kind of come at them quick. Like, yeah, I guess what your trans, disabled, whatever guy is not on the top of the pyramid anymore, because he's like the last guy we're worried about. We're worried about like the regular person first. People who can feed themselves, protect them in society. You know what I mean? That guy. Like in schools, you know, special ed, the entire concept of special ed is let's give money to these people who are failing and having problems. Mm. I'm saying I'm a radical egalitarian. Money should be given out equally to each member. If you're a student who studies hard, studies medium, is totally brain dead, it cannot study at all, it needs 5,000 assistants, equal amount of money. We will teach you in the way that you learn. Absolutely. That's how learning should happen, is where it's effective, how you will learn best. We're always looking into that. You can get rid of the entire special ed process and integrated special ed is what we want to call it. Anyway, yeah, so it's got to be called integrated special ed, because you can't say, I'm denying special ed services, we're sending blind kids back into the forest. Because you know what the original purpose of IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, in like 62 or 72 or something, they were sending blind kids off like, what do you mean, your kid's blind? What do you think, we got Braille here, lady? You fucking get lost. And so they're like, okay, so sorry to bother you, Principal Jackson. Okay, we'll just get out of here. Get this blind kid's out. Is that another deaf kid? He's wandering. Go lead him to the street and point him in the way from us. And literally just totally ignoring the situation, which is, if they had a board at the time, they would have said, you know, guys, I think that's going to catch up with us. So that's going to be a problem. But so now, then they made that thing. Then no, everyone, if they have a disability, they made 13 disabilities. And so now any kind of ADHD, oh, it's other health impairment. It's one of the 13 categories. Mm-hmm. It's not even a category. It's other. It's just other.
Yeah.
So it's literally just other health impairment. So any health impairment, you know, like, oh, okay, well, great. So the guy, in other words, we trapped male monkey primate children in these cages, and we told them to do mathematical problems that they do not want to do. And they're upset and they're jittery and they want to jump around like maniacs. Like, we need to figure something out here.
Yeah, we can't medicate them all. So like, what are we going to do?
They're not. Yeah, the drugs are more drugs. And so that is that.
So wait, so you're saying, see, the radical egalitarian piece of it, I mean, I'm sort of open to that idea, but I like...
when we give out money from the government, of any government, that certainly forcefully takes. Well, yeah, if it's voluntarily, you do what you want with your money. If you're going to forcefully take money from people for taxation type non-theft purposes, you will give that equally to whoever is a citizen per member.
Yeah.
And that it can be even radically taken to this level of, if I give you a Band-Aid in 1 year, I don't need a Band-Aid. I get money credit for a Band-Aid. So we get the same amount of money spent on us for what we need. So we're satisfying both the Marxist family approach of to each according to their need, but not more to one guy than others, to each according to their need, how they need it, not more than other people get.
Yeah. I mean, I like the sound of it, but it's like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm just like the bleeding heart liberal in this case. Like, part of me thinks like, you know, that won't all equal out, right? Like, you have like printing Braille will be more expensive than printing non-Braille. So how do you normalize that?
Right. Blind kids are required to learn fewer words. And that's a fact, Jack, radical egalitarian. If they start to get above a certain vocabulary, that's when the electromagnetics are placed.
The lobotomy.
They shock. No, just a mild shock to keep them from thinking too quickly. They're too intelligent. And in Botopia, everyone is an equal.
Okay.
So yeah, what else? What other? So that loophole, that's a problem, no problem.
Like, you've solved the problem, so yeah, I think we're good.
But yeah, it doesn't have to be a joke, because you can literally just, oh, wait, you don't think paying, so yeah, I'm sorry. The blind kids, yeah, I'm sorry. They actually don't, it does cost more to, I'm sorry, this is not a family. It's not a family. So you want to give money to the blind kid? You want to have a raise the fund, buy brownies for blind kids? You can do that. And actually you will in a real society that's not being taxed. Where we go, oh yeah, actually we shit on blind kids. We don't give them anything. And once people know that, they're going to be like, oh wow, we actually really need to help. In fact, you probably have volunteers, people volunteering to help guide students around the school, or, you know, blind people need kind of help sometimes. Like, I remember bringing groceries up into their apartment. I was a sacker at Randall's, and I remember going, this is interesting. I go to their apartment to give the groceries to this blind couple. So anyway, have you ever seen a blind person's kitchen?
No.
Well, do you think it's very clean?
Probably hard. Yeah.
My kitchen, I look with my semi-vision of, you know, I don't see things so clearly. So I'll sometimes go, what? I'll get close to something. Oh my God, there's like spaghetti splatters all over. Like, how long is that? Wine? What caused this? And so these guys never, so it's just nothing but total chaos in their kitchen, you know?
I can imagine. Yeah, it's probably hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously I switched a bunch of pots and pans around and turned these stoves on and left. But no, I had lots of encounters with blind people for whatever reason. Ubering, you know, you get blind people. That's interesting. It's a good reminder. I told you about that one Uber rider that I was like, hey, how's it going? And like, whatever, fuck you, bitch. So, okay, so she gets to the apartment and I'm like, whatever, we're just driving to the drop-off point. She leans forward. Oh my God, she's deaf. What was I thinking? Obviously, I didn't consider that this was not a rude person.
Right, yeah, just literally can hear you, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you should always, you know, support people. That was me being fascist, not supporting whatever she thinks. Oh God, what? Windows 11? Oh, I had to upload to Windows, upgrade to Windows 11 because you're not protected anymore. And I was like, I hate it, but oh well. And then it's just horrible, dude. Because I have my things on the right. Maybe the left would be okay, but like on the right, I have all my programs that are open. And so, because that's the format of listing long things, but Windows forces you to have it at the bottom. So it's like the width is the width of however much words they want to put in. I'm like, what? Line it up for me. I want to see what we have open, and extra words just go off to the side. I can look at this one column of lines for my eyesight, and I can scan where I want to get to. Why wouldn't anyone want that? Anyway, so this is what I mean. Do we have a bore or not? Do people understand this? Do you know that's an option? We can do that. You could do it in Windows 10.
I think there actually may be extensions for that, but
of course, yeah.
But it is a unfortunate side effect of having a corporate entity just deciding for us what we want. Yeah.
Oh, and then I also Linux. This is big for me. I actually put a Linux distro on a USB. Went over to my computer. I said, because I've been wanting to upgrade it or to get rid of Windows.
Yeah.
And the goddamn on this little red laptop of a Lenovo. In BIOS, the arrows don't work. So I can't choose to go to the USB. There's no option to do anything.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I'm like, okay, great. Another thing to research and to hold me back for another 10 years or who knows what.
Well, yeah, we should look at that offline. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, if we want to go through. Because you found plenty of things. Like before the show, Dubs will go, well, did you click here? Because this is what you've been trying to do for 10 years? Okay, so... expert leaders versus what people actually want. Does that seem like a separate from that?
I'm sure there's. I mean, I can imagine there being like some sort of like tie-in there, right? Like,
yeah.
This is what Windows is saying you want versus what you want, right?
Oh my God! Wait, you can't right-click on a thing in Windows 11 and send it to the desktop. Can you?
Oh, not anymore. I remember doing that in the past, but I don't remember.
In Windows 11?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm like, how? Why? Anyway. But there is, totally separate maybe, is expert leaders, what people are trying to get people to do, what people actually want. Oh, fuck, that's confusing. It doesn't really speak for itself.
Well, it's interesting, though, because it makes me think of, like, the Chestertonian, like, we would all be, like, in power, right? Because so many of us don't want to change. And so this would actually force companies to be more like us, where we don't want to change anything. Like, no, leave it alone. Don't change anything at all.
Yeah, that's the tie-in, is that we the people, I guess that is the tie-in. It's like if we formed a board of one-to-one board of Windows 11 users, we would have this shit. I mean, obvious shit we want to use, we would have it. It's the idea that, oh, no. Bill Gates has it under control. The expert leaders, people think, oh, expert leaders, instead of what people actually want. It's what they're proposing, what they think they want. And they do what they can to do the, what do you call them, where you do a study, you have people use it and you're looking and observing. Yeah. But why not just have us speak for ourselves and say what we actually want, and what we're actually using. And then where we would know this many people put it on this side.
Right. Well, I mean, they do have those metrics, so it's interesting that they choose to ignore them often. It's it's strange.
Right. And then if it's intentional corruption or whatever weirdness, like they're just avoiding having to do something, then we would say, no, they know that we have this. So if they knew we had this many people did it, they would not want that scandal to come out. That Boer boss relationship will work together to where everybody wins. Mm-hmm. It's win-win with 1-to-1. Okay. Oh my God, how much of this viral institutions, we talked about that. These things, I don't, maybe talk about forever. What? The same thing we talked about. Supporting anything. Oh, are you fascist still? Or
I'm still a little fascist, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem. That's not a problem. It's not about like where you are, it's about moving forward. It's the perfection is moving toward perfection. So if you're less fascist than you were yesterday, that's great. If you can just love one more Nazi per day, you're going to make it to all the way. Utopia. No mystery notes. See, I mean, I think I have a file of mystery notes I can pull from. Oh my God, what are we doing? What are the taxes, the anus? Fuck this. We've talked about this. Oh, and we've reached the point. Now let's examine this. This is the file, the one that hasn't. What is up with that?
So it's even happened on the second day because we did 2 versions of this, right, to avoid it.
Okay. So you're right. It is this file. It is this page.
Yeah. All right. Well,
God,
we'll fix this for next week.
In Enoch 1:1?
Hey. So yeah, well, let's put that. We have 2 things to do next week. We should meet early, and then let's fix this before next time.
Yeah, I feel like delete this immediately. What do you think?
Okay, let's go for it. Do it live.
We're live. Deleted that one. How about each neighboring piece? Sure. You and anyone next to you.
Yes,
that's how I would deal with fascism. You're within 40 feet of a fascist eating a taco. It's like that's. I'm not supporting that. It comes naturally, though. Should we go through it now and see?
Sure.
Oh my God. We're gonna speed run, guys. We're gonna review the show, and what do you think? What do y'all think?
Did
I do it?
Oh wait, we didn't hit the other. No. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. But
did it even go to that? Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Well, that's weird.
Then start again. All right, this is weird.
So, just FYI, we're using Windows 2010 PowerPoint, PowerPoint 2010 in 2026
Wow.
with AI. Okay, so AI everywhere. Okay, did we have more? We made it. No. We have moved past it. It was an evil frame.
I was telling you, there's something in there. Oh, wait, did we just
that
loop it back?
Was an evil frame we went through, and we got it through more than frames. It wasn't a number of frames. We know that.
Yeah.
Oh, because we took away 3. Did we go back 3 frames after? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've been speeding these up 5. Yeah, so we went more than 3 frames. It is definitely dealt with.
Good.
Celebrations! Let the world celebrate. Okay, guys, you know what? It's been fun. You've been listening. Did Dub have anything else to say?
Nope, we're good.
That recording is stopping. And may your elections be recognized. 10, 9, 8,